Hey everybody, welcome to the Outlet Podcast channel. And I'm dual wielding today. I'm dual wielding on episode 19 of the Outlet Podcast. What I got going on right now is some audio for the podcast listeners. Hello, how are you doing? And right now I got some video for those who watch me on YouTube. Both is going to be in sync, and it's going to be pretty exciting to see if I can pull this off without losing my mind. So yeah, today's episode, without any intros or any other audio stuff, is going to be entitled, Is Too Much a Bad Thing? And this is episode 19 of the Outlet Podcast. So, if is too much a bad thing? It's going to be mostly comic related, you guys, comic books and movies, because what I am noticing is that we are being inundated with superheroes. So more on that later on in this episode. Right now, I just want to actually talk about what's going on in the DC comic book universe, because in the DC comic book universe, they're doing a relaunching, not a, it's not a reboot. This isn't like Flashpoint, where everything goes back and all the characters are changed once again. No. It's cool, guys. It's cool. Be easy, bro. It's not a hard reboot. It's just they're renumbering everything. And this episode, man, I'm just going to like vent because it's like reinventing the wheel over and over and over again. Like back then, I mean, you'd had comic runs that would go up into your 100s, your 300s. X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men, for example, all the way up to 300s and so. It's only been this past two generations that it's like going back. Let's renumber. So yeah, DC Comics, they're redoing their universe, renumbering, and they're going to be more focused around Harley Quinn, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, Green Arrow, The Flash, and it's pretty much because of the movies. And not just the movies, but the TV shows that, like Arrow, which is amazing. I love Arrow, and I love The Flash. So, yeah, I'm more of a DC fan. I've become more of a DC fan than Marvel because of since Secret Wars I've just dropped off with Marvel. Except I've been holding on to the all new Wolverine because X-23 is amazing. I love that girl. She's so strong. She's tough. She doesn't take anything from anybody. I love she was that way even before. So that's something that I definitely love about about her as far as being a Marvel character. But everything else is kind of like slumped over. I don't know. There's nothing much I can say. I mean, I've stopped reading Batgirl because the comic books have kind of been more towards girls, like young girls. The illustration, if go look it up online, the most recent Batgirl comic, and Barbara Gordon, she went back to college. Why does Barbara Gordon, the Oracle, the best Batgirl in my opinion? I mean, Stephanie Brown was amazing, tough cookie. I love Stephanie Brown. There was another Batgirl. I'm definitely forgetting her name. If you know it, please let me know on YouTube. Let me know in the comments below if you remember there's a Batgirl who was mute. She didn't speak, but she was amazing. She was an amazing Batgirl. But yeah, so Stephanie Brown was really cool, but Barbara Gordon is the quintessential, just like Dick Grayson is the #1 Robin. I mean, you can try to throw in your Jason Todds, your who else? Your Tim Drakes. You can do even Batman's own, Bruce Wayne's own son, Damian Wayne. You can throw him in. They can't compare to the originals. So yeah, like. Ever since, like, there are some things in the DC universe that are kind of like offset me, but I don't know what to think. There's not much I can say. I mean, it seems that the movies are dictating the comic books. So that's just like my intro, because I'm gonna have to get in. There's a broader society-wise issue, but let's just take steps to go into it, because the next step is the movies. So I want to talk about some movie news that is coming out. You've probably seen the trailers. You're more informed than I am probably on this stuff. I've been purposely cutting out superhero trailers from my life. I do not want spoilers. I've done the same with Star Wars. I've done the same with the Ghostbusters. I don't want spoilers. I don't want to go on Yahoo News, like go to Yahoo, and all of a sudden I see movie like who is Channing Tatum going to be Gambit? I don't want to see that junk. I don't. You're ruining the magic of the moment. It's like that people. The person. It's like that friend in the group who like spoils stuff for you. Like even before you can enjoy. Like you guys go out for a dinner, right? And you have them all of a sudden. They're the ones who say you gotta eat this, you gotta eat that, you gotta try this. They're like bogarting your moments. Like you can't have a sensible like you can't have like a sensible opinion on something. You have to live. They have to live vicariously through you, and you have to trust. You have to rely on their experiences because apparently their experiences are like are the strongest. They're the quintessential. Apparently, you can't have your own lifestyles, I guess. Man, it just bothers me so much. I don't want it's you're not reporting is one thing. Spoiling is something else. People these days they're spoiling. And I don't just see it in movies, I see it in gaming because everybody wants to get the latest news on the latest game so they can just like be the first. I don't need that. I don't need to be going on G4 or listening to the guys on Funhouse. At least the guys on Funhouse, they don't like spoil anything. They just talk about issues that are going on, but they're not spoiling anything. I don't like to be told that I need to do something a certain way, you know, especially when it's something so subjective as your taste, you know. So like right now in the movie news, Green Lantern is coming out in 2020. Oh my, why is that? That's in 2020. That's 4 years from now. I can go to college and I'll see Green Lantern when I graduate. That is ridiculous donkeys, Jake and Amir. That is ridiculous donkeys. It's like, are you serious? Like, just the Justice League is part 1 is coming out in 2017. Now with the Green Lantern, he's joining the Justice League. We don't know if it's going to be Hal Jordan or Stuart Scott or John Stewart. Stuart Scott. Sorry, Stuart Scott was an amazing reporter for ESPN, and he ended up passing away not too long ago, but his legacy will live on. And if you want to learn more about Stuart Scott and the Stuart Scott Foundation, definitely Google him, and you won't find one article that speaks ill of that gentleman. Anyways, John Stewart. I have always loved Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern, the Green Lantern. It's not that I disrespect Guy Gardner. I love Guy Gardner. I see him more, though, because of his developments in the comic book universe. I see him more as a Red Lantern, but he's an amazing Red Lantern. John Stewart, he came on. I think he's been very influential because of the Justice League, the animated series, and he was great. He deservingly deserves. I can't say that. He deserves a Green Lantern ring. I definitely think so. But I've always been traditional kind of a person, so like for me, it's been just Hal Jordan, you know. So that's just one. There's so much movie news, you guys, and I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna blow your minds. But Deadpool recently has come out with a slow. There is so much Deadpool, and it's because the Deadpool movie will be coming out. Let me like pull it up. The Deadpool movie will be coming out, well, this month, February 2016. I think even this week. I'm not quite. I don't have the information like right in front of me, but I think like today is the 10th of February. So yeah, I think Deadpool is going to be making a huge splash. I think it's coming out this week, and everybody has spoken like amazing things about Deadpool. Everyone loves it. Everyone loves his character, and I think he's a good introduction to unaware fans to other types of comic book characters, because Deadpool, all right, he breaks the fourth wall. He is a Bugs Bunny assassin. He is amazing. He definitely is a character that whose insanity is comical, but it's not like insanity, dark, demonic, evil insanity. It could be, but Deadpool, Wade Wilson has never been that type of a person. He's never been that. That's not Wade Wilson. I mean, he'll make his crude jokes and stuff, but Deadpool's never been that way. So he's a good introduction for fans who are unaware of comic book characters. I mean, recently you have Arrow, who's a great rendition that's being done on the C-Dub. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, great undercard superheroes. If they do Iron Fist as well as Luke Cage, because I think Luke Cage has been in Jessica Jones, that's great. But it's like, I don't know how to express it in other ways apart from I hope that these characters are properly venerated. Like they're not your Supermans, they're not your Captain Americas, but they are in the same universe, and that Captain America actually does a lot. If you look in the Civil War comic book version, he's involved with the people like the Luke Cage, the Iron Fist. He's involved with those guys. Deadpool, he's even involved with Deadpool too in some other comics. So Deadpool's great. I love love the Manchester United commercial. I loved his showing up on the Super Bowl. That was fun. I just can't wait to see it and hear Wade Wilson with my own ears and see him with my own eyes. I don't want people telling me what to expect. It's like, okay, people have been playing it up. Oh, it's so amazing. Like, I knew he was amazing before. I saw Deadpool in my imagination. I saw him via the illustrations. I don't need people who've gone to certain secret screenings to tell me Wade Wilson's the best. He's awesome. The Merc with a Mouth. Yeah. So apart from that, there's one more piece of movie news before I want to get into the main topic, and that is the Suicide Squad trailer that has been released. There's been a number of trailers revealing a number of different things, and you've seen them all, and I don't want to regurgitate them because I feel on the internet people do that way too much, and because everybody wants to be the source. Everybody wants to be the deep throat in the Watergate scandal, and I don't agree with that. That's not cool. Like, just let the news be from the glory of the source, and not like you. Like, I'm sorry, why does Perez Hilton matter? I mean, that's just a name that pops up in my head because he was trying to be like a super insider. It's like, dude, your name is based off of Paris Hilton. Sorry, bro. You're just piggybacking, and that's pretty crazy because you're really not the kind of person who should be piggybacking on anybody. So yeah, maybe you can hold someone up, but whatever. So like the Suicide Squad trailers, I watched it, and they're very anti-Avengers. I saw the video, I saw the commercial during the Super Bowl, and I was like, okay, anti-Avengers, it's pretty cool. That's what stuck out to me, and that's not bad. And there's a possible scene where it looks like there is a Harley Quinn origin, so that's really cool. I got my copy on the wall right over here, Mad Love, and right in there's if you watch the Bruce Timm Batman animated series, you'll see that they have an animated version right there. You can go on YouTube and check that out, the animated versions of Harley Quinn's origin. But if you can pick up a copy of Mad Love, that's the third one I got there on the wall. I would recommend that you do because it's great artwork. Bruce Timm is amazing. I love his art style. The way he draws like women with the curls in the lips, and Tara Strong. Oh, she's to die for. It's like when I saw her, and then I heard the voices of Raven and Timmy Turner and Bubbles and what was it? Princess Celeste, not Celestia. The one from I'm not a brony. I don't know anything about My Little Pony. She does want a character there. She's so cool, Tara Strong. And when I saw that it was Tara Strong, I was like, yes, she's so cool, because her Harley Quinn is so on point. I don't think anybody can do a good. Maybe there should be, the mantle needs to be passed on the battle for the cowl, more or less, should be passed on because it's like there are other great voice actors out there. I mean, Mark Hamill is amazing, but when I believe his name is DiMaggio, oh man, you guys are gonna burn me. I don't mind if you burn me either. Just be gentle. He voiced Joker in the Under the Red Hood animated movie. Let me know in the comments below if you're listening on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, or Blubrry, or Google Music, which is coming out very soon. I don't know if you can let me know. I think there's a way you can comment on the video, the audio right now via your app. I think you can. But if not, shoot. Oh, I dare you. I dare you to shoot over to the YouTube, the Outlet Podcast YouTube page, and it will be entitled the same thing. The podcast audio will be titled the same as the video, and I dare you to comment and let me know his name, because I think it's DiMaggio. I think is something DiMaggio or something. But his Joker, very gangster, very evil, and very cool. More near towards a Joker. Obviously Joker. Never mind. More near towards Jack Nicholson. Because Jack Nicklaus, I think, is a golfer. But Jack Nicholson, like, definitely closer to that one than Heath Ledger. And I don't know, you guys. I'm just kind of over this whole who's a better Joker, who's a better Batman, who's a better this, who's a better that. I'm over it. Like, okay, Mark Hamill is amazing, but guess what? In this past, if you haven't played Arkham Knight or the recent Arkham, not Origins, I think it's Arkham Knight, Batman, the last Batman video game that came out on PS4 and I think on PC as well as Xbox One, the last Batman game. I don't want to spoil it for you because I would like to recommend you watch and play that game. If you either watch the gameplay on YouTube or play the game and enjoy it, it's an enjoyable video game. I will say that sometimes it becomes a little bit tedious. The Riddler's riddles, if you've done them like in the past, they exhaust you. They definitely, but it is unbelievably worth it. So play Arkham Knight. You play Arkham Knight. The game is cheap. Hit it up somewhere on Steam or your GameStop or whatever, or hit up a Craigslist and buy the game from some dude for like $25 in front of a CVS pharmacy or a Wawa. I don't know. It's a great game. I won't want to spoil it. You got to use the Batmobile a lot, but it's once you get the hang of it, it's definitely worth it. So yeah, I'm over like people trying to okay, Heath Ledger was a great Joker. Sadly, his life ended. Sadly, I don't know. People who do method acting, that's just a fear. You should be very careful in life with anything that you allow to enter into your life, because let me tell you, it's very risky to get involved in that. So yeah, you guys, that's how. Yeah, just some thoughts, and should I get into the main topic? You know what? I'll make this a two-parter episode because I want to take a breath and take a break. So I'll make this a two-parter episode. You guys, you can find me on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, and Blubrry. Just look up Outlet Podcast and I'll be there. Just look me up and subscribe to whichever media, the way you want to listen, and get the episodes. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, and comment below. Let me know what you think of some of the things in the news. You've already known the news, but I'd like to know what you think about the news. What is your opinion about the Green Lantern, about Deadpool, about the Suicide Squad? I'm a huge fan that we have a Harley Quinn rendition. That's going to be very cool to see Margot Robbie do. So yeah, you guys, definitely on YouTube, on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, Blubrry, and Google Music very soon. You can find me on Facebook. Like the Facebook fan page, and you'll get all sorts of content available to you on the Facebook page. Apart from the Facebook page, you guys, on Twitter, @Outlet Podcast, And I'll just leave it there. So you guys, it's been a pleasure, and just stick around for episode 2 of Is It Too Much of a Bad Thing? And I'll make that episode 20. I'll make that episode 20. So for the Outlet Podcast, my name is Gazy. Connect and recharge.